NFL Week 15 trap lines.
It's a trap!
You all know what a trap line is. Vegas sets about 2 to 3 of them every week, and it's a trap line that Vegas wants you on a certain team, so they manipulate a line because they want you on that team. So let's get into it real quick. Last week we went over trap lines. I picked 3 of them. I detected 3 of them, and the 2 trap teams won. One of them lost. The Browns lost. The other 2 have won. I forget who they were off the top of my head, but go check that out just to check the stats. All right. So this week I detected 3 trap lines for Week 15. First game, Indianapolis Colts going into Minnesota. Now this game takes place on Saturday, so make sure you're not betting the Vikings. They are coming in at minus only 3.5 at home versus a struggling Colts team.
It's a trap!
They're dead, and the Vikings are playing for a top seed in the NFC, and the spread's only minus 3.5 at home. I don't like it. 80% of the bets right now are on Minnesota. 74% of the money's on Minnesota. Stay away from this game. It's a trap. Next game, we have the Detroit Lions going into the New York Jets. Now the New York Jets, they are 2-3 in their last 5, and the Detroit, I think they're like 6 for their last 7. And the spread is Detroit's a 1-point favorite.
It's a trap!
I think anyone that's been keeping up with football, I think Detroit should be at least minus 3 or 4. Jets at home, and Mike White's out. So their starting quarterback's out. I know Zach Wilson's originally the starter. He got benched, but he got benched for good reason. He's not good, and it's basically a pick 'em. I think this is a trap. Also, 70% of the bets are on Detroit, and around 61% of the money's on Detroit also. And lastly, we have a trap line on the Bengals. The Bengals are only minus 3.5 going into Tampa Bay, plus 3.5 for Tampa Bay. 79% of the bets are on the Bengals, and 72% of the money spread is on the Bengals. Also, the Bengals, they've won their last 5 games they've played, and the Bucs have been struggling. Their last 3 games, 2 losses, 1 win. They just almost got shut out by the 49ers, and now they're only plus 3 versus the hottest team in football.
It's a trap!
I'm not buying it. That's a trap. All right, so now that we went over the trap lines, now I'm not advising you to bet on the teams with less money, but I'm definitely not taking any of these teams. I'm not touching the Bucs, I'm not touching the Lions, I'm not touching the Vikings. If anything, I'm betting against these teams. Official picks will be out Saturday morning for the Saturday games and on Sunday morning also for the Sunday games. Thank you for tuning in. Let's win some Gitas this weekend. That's Tarp Sports at Instagram, on Twitter and Instagram, Tarp Sports. We also have a podcast on Apple and Spotify, Tarp Sports. Subscribe for more of this betting advice. Let's win some money.